Hey parents, home is a place to laugh, learn, and play, and a place where everyone should always feel safe. That's why at Kidda, we believe that protecting children from house fires is everyone's cause. Join us in our mission to help families everywhere learn about fire safety so we can help keep children safe at home and ensure lots more laughs in the future. Learn about the importance of smoke alarms and creating your own home fire safety plan by visiting causefораlarm.org.
Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. I'm sure you've heard about our activities for kids, but have you actually checked it out? Down in the show notes below, there's a link that your parents can click that have all these awesome activities that every animal story on our Kids Animal Stories podcast we bring to life through a fun activity that you can do at home or maybe at school. I can't wait to see what you create. Well, friends, are you ready for today's amazing adventure? Me too, let's go! It was a beautifully perfect day as Patton, Lewis, and Hollis were all very excited about something. "Is it time to go yet?" shouted Patton to his parents. "Almost. Do you guys have all your fishing stuff ready to go?" "Of course we do. We've been, ready for days," shouted Lewis. Patton, Lewis, and Hollis were going on a fishing trip to their Nana and Papa's pond. They loved to go to this pond and had this really old rowboat that they loved to row around on the pond and look for the best fishing spots to catch a big one. As they loaded up the car with all their fishing gear and snacks, the car pulled out of the driveway and off they were. "I can't wait. Do you think we're going to see that one crazy thing we saw last time?" said Lewis. "That would be insane. Do you remember what it looked like?" said Patton. "I really think it was some kind of scary-looking fish with legs or something," said Hollis. "It can't be. There's no fish with legs," said Lewis. "I know, I saw it too," said Patton. "It could have been a fish with legs. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like a mutant fish or something." They laughed as they drove along, talking about that mythical creature that they've seen a few times in that pond. Have you ever seen something alive in the wild that you're not sure what it is? Like some kind of mythical creature, like a Bigfoot or a Loch Ness Monster? Well, Patton, Lewis, and Hollis, they were convinced that there was some kind of mythical creature that lived in the pond in their Nana and Papa's backyard. "We're finally here!" As the car turned in and rode down the gravel driveway, they bumped along the way, and all the dust that kicked up from the tires came right into the car because they forgot to put the windows up. "Quick! Put the windows up! I can't breathe!" shouted Hollis as they hurriedly closed the windows, but all that dust from the gravel road was already in the car. It was too late. "Oh, this is gross," said Lewis. "Yeah, I can't wait to brush this off once we—" "Nana!" shouted Patton. They all raced out of the car and totally forgot about all the dust that was all over them, jumped into their Nana and Papa's arms and... "Oh, it's so good to see you all," said their Nana. "Come over here and give me a hug," said their Papa. "You know that creature that you told me about that lives in the pond? I'm pretty sure I saw him over there this morning, so you boys, good luck." "Oh, we can't wait, thank you." Patton, Lewis, and Hollis grabbed all their gear and off they ran through the grass, headed towards the pond. They jumped into the boat, put on their life jackets, and pushed the boat out into the water. It was a really cool rowboat. It was made of wood. It had to have been like 100 years old. It was very squeaky when they would, row those rows. Have you ever been on a rowboat before? Yeah, it has these two paddles on both sides of the boat that are kind of connected to the edge of the frame. And then you grab onto both handles and you lean forward and pull back. lean forward and pull back. And those paddles push the boat through the water. It is a super cool way to move around in a pond. Have you guys seen anything yet? Asked Patton. Nope, nothing. Have you gotten any bites? Nope, nothing yet, said Hollis. It had now been about 2 hours that they had been rowing around this pond in circles looking for a good fishing spot. The sun was very hot. The frogs and crickets were making their noises, but no fish were biting. That can happen sometimes, when you go fishing and you just don't catch anything, and it's still nice to be out on the lake or on a pond and just enjoying being outside with friends. I'm getting kind of hungry. Hollis, did you bring any of the snacks with you when we got in the boat? Asked Lewis. Well, I brought some of these crackers here. Oh, give me some. I need them, said Lewis as he anxiously grabbed onto that chip bag and started chomping away. Whoa, Lewis, slow down. You're going to make a mess. I'm just so hungry. Crumbs of the crackers were flying everywhere as he gobbled himself with... It was pretty messy. Lewis, seriously, slow down. And then all of a sudden, all those crackers that were flying out of Lewis's mouth and hands splashed into the water, and they saw something. Did you see that? I really think I just saw it, said Hollis. All three of them leaned over to the edge of the boat, and the boat tipped towards the water. Whoa, we can't all lean on one side, said Patton. But did you really see something? They scanned the water back and forth, and then they saw it again. Splash. It seems to like the crackers. Wait, just throw a whole cracker in there on the water and see what happens. Lewis grabbed one of the crackers and tossed it into the water just a few feet out from the boat. They waited a second, and then they saw it. It's real! Somebody grab a net, fast! Patton grabbed a net, and without even really looking, he scooped it into the water and picked it up. It thankfully fit inside the net, but what they pulled out of the water, they couldn't believe it. Ah! It's some kind of monster! Ah! It scared Patton a little bit, and he dropped the net inside the boat. Ah! All three boys jumped out of the boat and into the pond. Splash, splash, splash. That creature was now inside of the boat. We gotta push the boat to shore! Hurry! Patton, Lewis, and Hollis thankfully had their life jackets on, and they swam the boat back to shore. They were too afraid to climb back inside with whatever in the world that was. Did you see that thing? Said Hollis as they were swimming. It looked like a fish with legs and a giant tail, and that was so weird. I know, I thought it was like an alligator at first, but it definitely had a fish mouth, said Lewis. They finally reached the shore of the pond and pulled themselves out of the water, and they looked inside the boat at the creature that they had caught. Holy smokes! What in the world is that thing? Said Patton. It's almost even hard to describe to you what it is that these three boys were looking at. It looked like a piranha, which that's crazy in and of itself because piranha should not be in this pond, but it looked like a part piranha, and the other half was an alligator. It had the legs of an alligator and the tail of an alligator, but the face was definitely not an alligator. Its teeth were ginormous like a piranha's. We've got to show Nana and Papa! Come on! Shouted Lewis. Patton, Lewis, and Hollis raced back to the house as fast as they could, grabbing their Nana and Papa and telling them to get back to the pond as fast as they could. As they were running and running, they were telling them all about what this creature was. And as they arrived at the boat, it was gone. Wait a second. It's gone, said Hollis. It must have flopped back into the pond, said Lewis. Wow, I can't believe you boys caught it. That's so amazing, said their papa. Well, maybe they're just pretending. You know how great imaginations they have, said their Nana. Oh, no. They wouldn't joke about a legendary creature like this. I bet they did. said their papa. We really did, we promise, said Pat and Lewis and Hollis together. And the rest of the day, they spent searching the pond for that mythical, legendary creature. And they didn't see it again. But one day, later on, they actually would. And even though this is the end of the story, it's just the beginning of Pat and Lewis and Hollis's great adventure with their grandparents in their search for the legendary creature that lives in their backyard pond. The end. Hey friends, I need your help celebrating a birthday. Drumroll, please. Happy birthday, Davey, who's turning 6 years old. Davey's an awesome big brother, a future firefighter hero, and a kind and loving friend to all. Wow, Davey, I'm so glad we got to celebrate you and your big day on the show. Happy 6th birthday. Well, friends, I hope you all have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!
Hey parents, home is a place to laugh, learn, and play, and a place where everyone should always feel safe. That's why at Kidda, we believe that protecting children from house fires is everyone's cause. Join us in our mission to help families everywhere learn about fire safety, so we can help keep children safe at home and ensure lots more laughs in the future. Learn about the importance of smoke alarms and creating your own home fire safety plan by visiting causeforalarm.org.